Hello, my people. Uh, this particular Daily Bread, Tuesday, April 13th, is particularly it's hard hitting. It's very hard hitting because if you are like me, you probably had a grandmother. You probably have a mother. And Second Timothy 1:15, 1 and 5, it says, I'm reminded of your sincere faith. This is Paul talking to Timothy. He says, I'm reminded of your sincere faith, which first lived in your grandmother Lois, and in your mother Eunice, and I am persuaded now lives in you also. In Paul's second letter to his spiritual son Timothy, Paul calls out Timothy's sincere faith, and then he credits that faith to the lineage of Timothy's grandmother Lois, and then to his mother niece. These women, apparently, they lived out their faith so much that it was long remembered. Paul had a long memory of it, and whatever the work they were doing in their faith, it shined inside of Timothy. And the source of their faith was living clearly inside of Timothy. Okay? And so it really made me kind of just think really heavily about where exactly my faith comes from. Okay, it just didn't come out of nowhere. In other words, if you are a person of faith, there was somebody who influenced you. There was somebody who first made that decision to say, okay, I'm going to seek first the kingdom of God. Our household is going to be focused on God and not on these earthly things, these like petty things. And we're not going to be worrying about what we're going to eat, what we're going to drink, how we're going to be clothed, or be storing up wealth. For what? Just to die, not be able to enjoy it? But we see so much of the world today with stimulus checks, with pandemic, people going nuts and worrying when we're going to be released back into regular civilization. Because everybody wants to get back to a certain feeling. But what about a relationship with God? When you look at the women behind you, you look at what their priorities were set on. Do you reflect that? And if you was somebody like me who was close to their grandmas and great grandmas, because I knew my great grandmas, these were women of faith. I even had a grandfather too, who was a person of faith too. I had a great grandfather who also knew God. And these are good people to kind of put you in check. These are good examples to really try to put yourself in check. If you need an earthly example, look at those people. Yeah. It's kind of hard to kind of like compare yourself to Christ, who is so perfect, and say, "Oh, you know what? I'm not perfect. I'm never going to be able to reach Christ status, but you know what? My grandma, great grandma, my mother, maybe even a grandpa, they stayed prayed up. They stayed their eyes on God first. And they weren't perfect people. But they truly love God. They truly develop a relationship with God. And so that's what we gotta put our trust in. That's what we gotta start storing up our wealth in. Not in these physical things. That's my God pills for you today to digest. Blessings, peace, and lots of love.
My people. Picture for a moment what it'd be like if you didn't have to just figure out how to apply what your situation is in your current state of your journey, your walk to spirituality, to your relationship with God, to the Bible. Imagine how it would feel if you had someone who totally gets you, who can meet you where you at, a friend, indeed, someone who ain't gonna backstab you, who ain't gonna criticize you, judge you, none of that stuff. Just picture how joyless you would be, how happy you would be, how free you would be, how you can be on your path to enlightenment in true, simple spirituality at last. The good news is you ain't dreaming about getting rid of that silly problem, that addiction, being ashamed about just being normal, being human. Because you still want to have that relationship with God, right? I know you do. I know you want to make God happy. It isn't just a fantasy. It can happen. And all you have to do, simply just come on the ride with me. Simply follow me on Instagram at MarcusHart_official or head over to my YouTube channel, Marcus Hart Try the God Pill. That's Marcus Hart Try the God Pill. Here's how to do it. I got it right here. Screenshot it for you. Check it out. And then we can talk. If you need something more exclusive, where you want to like chat with me one-on-one and get some one-on-one help, I am here for you, my friend. Just shoot me a simple DM on Instagram or on Twitter, Marcus_Hart. And myself or one of my team members, they'll get right back at you. You can also visit transformyoubroadcast.com too, but more quickly, I can get back to you if you simply DM me, and I'll work with you exclusively one-on-one too. We in this together. So let's do it. Many blessings, peace, and lots of love.